Bam! And good evening, everybody. Tuesday evening, the 28th of May, 2019. Welcome to each and every one of you. It's kind of a night shift open chat tonight. Some of the themes I wanted to cover off reflecting on Las Vegas. Some of the things I haven't discussed too much, like you would think that judging by what you hear around YouTube right now, that the big topic is street streaming and me street streaming and D street streaming. But the thing that people were most curious about was the green door in Las Vegas and what was up with that. I don't know what the heck this is in my hair here. What the heck was with that? So we'll get into that tonight. I haven't really talked about the green door. Hello, Quinny. Hello, Miss Bailey. Yeah, no, I'm lucky. I got the most loyal and fun subscribers on YouTube. Isn't it amazing how a channel can always find a way to be upbeat and fun in the world today? But I do like the fact that people have opinions. We all can find room to improve in what we do. The only thing I couldn't have done, the green door. Well, you might have done it by the time I got done talking about it tonight. So welcome to all of you. Now push past all the monetization stuff. Yeah, most people, my subscribe. You find very few people that ever. You find very few people on YouTube that ever change teams. You know, they're all kind of baked in the cake, and it all has to usually do with about Dave the Fisherman and about me. That's what it really all stems from. Caught you at the beginning. Hey, Pusa. Yeah, thank you. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. I don't know whether somebody got really sick there. Your wife got sick. I was catching little glimpses. I try to catch your streams. They're so much fun. Pusa Studios is just amazing. I highly recommend them. They'll take a channel and go over it with a fine-tooth comb. Cajun Kev, hey Andrea, nice to see you, babe. You got to try new things. Don't knock it until you try it. Hello, Boston Kitty, a proud member of the irrelevant people of YouTube. Well, I think you're pretty relevant. Hey, Jacqueline D, what's going on? This is not going to be a long one today, so I know D-Dub might be cranking up, but he might be a little tired tonight. He's a working man. He's putting coin in his pocket. I hope to, our daughter and wife banged heads today. Yikes. Yeah, so D's putting some coin in. I hope to pick up some of that temporary work along the way too. May see what that's like to try on different jobs. Once you turn black, you never go back. It's very interesting, you know. It's a weird thought, Sam. Hey, kind of amusing too. Kind of amusing me. I was on the phone with D-Dubs, kind of modifying my stuff in Vegas. I thought I might get a short-term pad there, but I'm not going to be there for a while, so it hardly seems to. I thought I might go back and launch out of there, but I don't know. We're going to be talking about tonight. So we got my traveling partner, D-Dub. He was the one that I was had in mind when I tweeted today about traveling with my partner there. Yeah, it was a good watch to have him, and so many new people came on the streams, and so many people loved those streams. What are your thoughts on Coach? I unsubbed Gerald about 6 weeks ago. Carlos, I've not seen any Coach 9500. I haven't watched it since he went south on me. I have no intention of either watching the stream or responding to same. It's not my intention to do that. There's a new cyber hobo coming to town. No Nightbot cares. Nice to see you in here, honey. I just, when somebody without reason turns on me like that, I'm pretty much done with them forever. So I don't look at any of their content anymore. So I have no idea what he did. Thank you, Jacqueline. Looking forward to spending the summer. Sure as hell is going to be interesting. We might have to take a canoe across might have to take a canoe across the country the way it's looking. I mean, I'm looking at Jen's keeping a close eye. We got to start a rivalry. There you go, Sammy Jacks. You win. Jen's been watching the weather all around her home in former home in Clinton, Missouri. The reservoirs, Truman reservoirs, looking to overtop the dam down there. Clinton, Missouri might be underwater. It could be difficult. Carlos, I don't really have a thought about Coach anymore at all. I haven't followed him, and like I say, in 6 weeks, I just unsubbed, and I don't know what he's doing. I don't care. I don't follow those they're not relevant to my life. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? Let the people that are invested in hate follow that. That's fine. More Michigan warm for now. Mrs. Zombie, I enjoyed your ride today. Looked like Amish country. I'm finally starting to get warmed up and starting to go back and look at some of the streams that I missed before. Andrea, I know you were out in your garden working around. Yeah, Quinny, what's the upside of fighting? What's the upside of it? It's none at all. There's no upside at all. All it is it's a psychic vampire. Hey, Vanessa, and there's no gain to it. The people that are going to be with you are always with you because they know the person that you are. Some band said, all you need is love. It's not true. Yeah, you can use a few dollars. Use a few dollars to hot dogs. I told you I lived in the boondocks. It was pretty cool looking though out there, Mrs. Zombie. It definitely looked like Amish country, and I liked looking at it. Cab 7, how are you, sweetie? Nice to see you. Always a breath of fresh air and joy. When I go down the road and I'm driving, I just pop on Cab 7 for my long distance drives, and I'm enjoying the hell out of them. Let's see. It's nice to see Cab in the side, but reflecting on Las Vegas it was a great experience. Not only did I find out that the hostels will be fine and they'll be good for staying in for the most part. Oh, you got the best Coney Island dogs. You sure do. Yeah, how you doing, Kat? Nice to see you. Kat says hugs, Rosie. Sending love and positive energy, especially those who are feeling down or ill right now. That's a good thought. There's a lot of people. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Great vlog today. I hope you get that Triton. I don't have any thought on getting that oil pan below that cross member down there. Man, what a nightmare. I guess I would just cut it out and bolt on a new cross member. There's some good hot dogs outside the Imperial Palace for $1. The days of the good deals in Vegas are few and far between. That's why I thought that $9.99 prime rib dinner at the California at the Market Street Cafe was outstanding for $9.99. You get a gigantic salad bar. You get a beautiful piece of prime rib. You get rice, baked potato, mashed potato, whatever you want. You get your greens, your green beans, and then for the dessert, they bring you Cherries Jubilee, which is an ice cream with cherries and a little sugar cookie in it. I thought for $9.99, unreal. Yeah, taking the timing. Anyway, it's looking good. I know, Jim, just to get that stuff out it's amazing. You need to. It's a big job. It's a big job. How you doing, Jen? Jen, nice to see you. It's an enormous job working on that V10. Like some of the people put in the comment section, Jim, that it's some people would rather just sell it at 45,000 miles. It goes, they just sell it and move on. So feline aids today. I'm not sure. Those casino days we used to have casinos for the crazy cheap T-bones. Yeah, Jim, they had some good deals. Like, I don't know what it was for breakfast. It had the steak and eggs for like $8.99 or something, which was pretty good. I know Cheryl Highfield says right now here in Missouri, we're under a tornado warning. Cobra John, how are you? Jen's been checking. She's got family down in Clinton, and there is just all hell breaking around the Kansas City, southwest of Kansas City, southeast of Kansas City, Clinton, Sedalia, Harrisonville, all around that area is just being pounded. They have the Truman Lake Reservoir, and that reservoir is probably going to overtop itself, and then they're going to have to open a secondary old reservoir, which they don't want to do because the thing is really a piece of crap. So, do you think gingers have no soul? I don't know, Carlos. My mom was a ginger, so let's see. Yeah, Jacqueline said, I looked at their menu, cheap and good. I'll go next time. You've got to check it out. You will enjoy eating dinner with all those Hawaiians coming in from Oahu, Maui, and it's really cool to be in there, and you just see it's like a closed universe in there, to like a closed little world. Now, you figure they pay $400, they get airfare, they get 4 days, 3 nights in the California hotel, they get coupons for meals. And it's all set up. The meals are all Hawaiian based. You got Spam. You can have all kinds of things that you're used to having back in the islands. The kalua pork and Spam musu bees and all of the delicacies, the 2-scoop rice plate lunch and all that crap. And the idea is you keep those people in the casino, right? You're actually losing money to get them there. But then they're all they do is just stay in that casino. You never really see any Hawaiians walking around too much around. It's all a good deal, right? It's all marketing. Okay, yeah, just bring canned chicken. It's simpler. Yeah, the tornado footage, like I said, Jasmine, Jen has family all around the Kansas City area, particularly, down in Clinton, Deepwater, Harrisonville, Sedalia, all down in that area. They're getting the crap pounded out of them right now. So October, November is the Asian time in Vegas. Yeah, what it is brilliant. It's the whole deal. Well, Jim said the local casino buffet is now $29.99 a perfect. Can you imagine? Hey, Debbie, how you doing? 80 miles west of KC. The 3 sides freak me out about Hawaiian food. Rice, potatoes, and macaroni. That's great. When I fell asleep. George Trusty, it's pretty wild, isn't it? I used to go to, guys are always, I'm always been cheap, right? There was this place on Kalakala Avenue. No, Kamehameha, I don't know, I don't know. I used to pronounce Hawaiian. I lived there 9 months. Kalakaua Avenue or whatever. Runs down by Diamond Head, and it was this Portuguese place, and they would open up the window and they would have a pork chop and 2-scoop, you called it 2-scoop rice on a blue plate with some like green beans or something. And people would line up for the 2-scoop pork lunch. The Hawaiians, they were like $2.99. Ooh. Guess who was first in line? So, what bad news? I don't know. What bad news are you talking about? I didn't hear any bad news today. But $29.99. Hello, Kiwana. Hello, Mallory. How are you? Nice to see you. Are you and Jen getting married? No, we're not getting married. We both, we're like sisters here, so I can't eat $30 worth of food in a damn day. I'm saying Cobra John, but ooh. Oh, yeah, demonetized. Well, it can be as temporary as I want it to be, Chairman Norm. Depends what I'm willing to do. So that being said, it's, now over the hump of that, I moved on. My big thing is using that Sawzall for 8 hours yesterday really took a toll on my arms. So man, that hurt. The vibration, that damn neuropathy, just tingling all night long. Chairman Norm, Coach 95 really handed it. I don't really care. I haven't followed Coach 9500 for 6 weeks. It does it. Doesn't matter to me. I used to get breakfast for $1. Hey Ward, how you doing? Yeah, working in the fields. Yeah, they're tone, boy. You do a day. So tomorrow I'm going to take it easy. I did a lot of cutting all the grass here. I do have to dig up and repair a well leak tomorrow. We have to figure out why the sink is backing up in the kitchen. Always something to do here. Always something to do. Where can you get a sawmill? Why don't you go up to Walton's Mountain, Sammy Jack? See if you can go up there, and maybe John Walton Sr. will have a sawmill you can buy. You can get white finger from vibrations. Well, I'll tell you, I was using that thing. Thank you, Reachable. I was using that thing 8 hours straight yesterday, tearing up that log, and if you saw how much that took to work, I was glad. Yeah, isn't that neuropathy terrible? It kept me up all night last night. I could not get comfortable. My arms just felt like they were on fire last night. So I'm a trust fund baby. Are there really such things? Trust fund babies. Trust fund babies. Yeah, I'm taking it easy tomorrow. I'm only going to repair that well leak. Yeah, I got my chainsaw, but it got pinched in there, Cobra John, and it's electric too. This branch was this diameter around. This sucker was big. This was big. It was very terrifying how this thing was going to drop. You know, when we tried to whittle away as much as possible and just work it up there. Finally, we got the job done. Man, that really sucked. Blunt time. G Mangoes, how you doing, my friend? Nice to see you. People said, Rosie, you're smoking after Las Vegas. I haven't even thought about a cigar since, well, whatever, Saturday night in Vegas. So, Chairman Norm F., I could care less about Coach hates me. Coach hates himself first and foremost, okay? Hey, Peach, how are you? Nice to see you. That's because Coach goes nowhere in his life and does nothing. Nice to see you, G Mangoes. Did the green door meet your expectations? Let's talk about the green door. I haven't really said anything about the green door. Hey, Laurie Green, I am dying today, honey. From here down to the tips, I am dying. Yeah, I think we need to pray for haters at all times. How you doing, JK NoCal? For all the BS, Rosie. There we go. Oh, his bike tire got slashed. Well, no wonder he's having a bad day, you know. I felt as you were doing it. Laura Green, I needed you there for what were you, cheerleading and moral support down there. Shit. Let's talk about the green door. Okay? Yeah, the Vegas trip was interesting. The feedback has been amazing. The views on that. It's really just a preview of coming attractions of what's coming. You know, the green door, Laura Green, on one side is the Vegas Lounge. And I think the Vegas Lounge, it's like the preeminent T-girl lounge in Las Vegas. But, you know, as soon as I walked in with D, the girls started chatting him up, and then the guys started chatting me up. So it was kind of weird, you know, because it's like all working girls in there, you know, in various stages of transition. But it was nice. Funny, some of the guys, like I said, when we originally went in, I guess it was about 1 o'clock in the morning. There weren't a lot of seats. We were hopping between places. There weren't a lot of seats at the bar. So I thought I saw 3 empty seats. So we sat down, and some guy comes up and, hey, you're in my seat. You know, and he wasn't real nice about it. But then later on at the end of the night, he's like, you know, could I get your number? I'm like, man, I don't even live around here. And he's like, and? Put 100 on red for me. The green door should be called the brown eye. There we go. The Green Door. Yeah, we're going to Oakland on Saturday. God willing, tomorrow will be another test. I'm not going to beat people to death with this Streamlabs, but I do like to get the text to speech going. I think I found one little glitch. The problem is in my phone. It's not in the desktop unit. Remember, to run that, you need to have the desktop and you need to have the field piece there too. So they are Sammy Jacks. They really are. You know, it's like I went in there and they just had daggers out for me. The girls is like, oh shit, we got another tranny on the block now. Oh shit. You know, we have to slice the pie even thinner, slice the cake even thinner. Yeah, there's the Red Rooster also. We didn't go over to the Red Rooster, although they talked about it. But if I had to sum up that experience in the Green Door, I'm trying to think of where it is in relative. I really don't know where in the hell it is. It's on Karen Avenue, that old shopping center in there, really huge old. They said that used to be Las Vegas's original shopping center or something like that. But, you know, you go in and the Green Door, and of course, I always associated the Green Door with Marilyn Chambers. Many of you probably never heard of her. She was in commercials for Ivory Snow laundry detergent. Somehow she made a movie called Beyond the Green Door or something like that, and it's all featured. It's a trademark name, the Green Door. You go in, it's all autograph shit. Ron Jeremy, all these people, all this stuff. Up on the wall, millions of nudie girl pictures, famous girls, porn stars, and celebrities that have come in there. P. Daddy, Snoop Dogg, just dozens and dozens and dozens. So Funny says, as soon as women see their husbands staring at all gloves, come on, women are vicious when it comes to that. So, well, these trans clubs, like the hell is it called? Like the Vegas Lounge, they're really not for couples and stuff. They're for individuals that want to meet trans girls. They want to pick up T-girls in the club. The funniest thing happened outside of the club, though, when some guy pulled up in his Cadillac Escalade, looked like Lumpy Rutherford on Leave It to Beaver, you know. And he came up and, hey, are you are you a tranny? Yes, I'm transgender. Do you get hard? Yeah, it's like, how much a night? You know, what are you doing? I said, I'm with this couple over here. He's like, blow them off. I got 5 bills tonight. I almost opened the door. Yeah, Tasha, how you doing? Do you have an open time slot tonight? There you go. It was funny. You can stay at the Green Hostel. Isn't that funny? Yeah, for Friday night cooking, Laura Green. That is so sweet of you. Hey, Susie, how are you? But you go into the Green Door. I mean, it's like Vegas Vixen and D-Dub were laughing their ass off when this guy, I hardly got out of the car. Needed like 10 minutes, huh? So what do you want me to open time slot? What do you want to come on, Tasha, or what do you want to do? Who films people on the seat? Who said that? I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. No, I've never been to a bathhouse. I've never been to a bathhouse. It just doesn't have them. They're all, yeah, what do you want to do? Yeah, Tasha needs a 10-minute slot tonight. That's it. So you go in the Green Door and you buy a band. You know, you have to get a band. Couples or the discount, guys are charged the most when you go in. We kind of did some negotiating. Normally it's like $25 a pop. We got 3 of us in for $50. Now, mind you, we didn't have any intent to hook up with anybody. Certainly Vegas Vixen, I was like, no way. You know, she's just there for driving in case we had some drinks. They don't serve any alcohol in there. There's a law in Las Vegas that if you have full nudity, you're not allowed to serve alcoholic beverages. Now, that really worked to their detriment. They had a juice bar. Yeah, thank you, Peach. the adventures. I know. Yeah, I don't know what the connection is. They had a big picture of Marilyn Chambers there. She was, a good-looking gal in my day, back in the late 70s and early 80s. They didn't offer anything, Sammy, just blue rhino, pills and, juice. That's it. You know what I mean? And it's like, but they said you could walk in and out. You could go next door. They had like the Saddleback bar next door, which was like a gay bar. And we did like $8 pitchers of Bud Light. So we would go over there and then go back to the club, go back over, then go over on the other side of the place to the Vegas lounge. Let's see. Quinny says, I'm no prude at all, but I still can't imagine going a green door. So I'd love to hear. Well, nobody goes in the intention with getting laid, I think, except guys. If you're a woman going in or you're trans, the word that best describes it to me is pretty damn boring. When you go in, right? You go in and it's just, they have all these different themed rooms. They have like a gynecologist's office with the table and the stirrups. They have a dungeon room. They have what looks like a jungle room. I'm trying to think what else. They have a hot tub. They have some huge bed, looked like a quadruple king size bed if you want to bring your gang of 20 sorority sisters in or something like that. And, but, the people it's mostly guys. There were no point where there are more than 20 people in that whole club. That's creepy. Yeah, and OBGYN, Lori Green's like, oohs and hot tub. I'm at Mardi Gras 2020. There you go, Jim. There you go, Jim. And Jim, fix that link to your other channel on. You were talking about your other channel today, and the link doesn't work. Yeah, they had the S&M and Dom rooms. They had like a Arabian room with the beads and all that stuff, but it was so damn dimly lit inside. You almost felt like you were in a fun house kind of environment, just groping down the hallway in the dark. And no, I don't want no amputee. It really like something out of Saw. That's what the hell it looked like. It was something out of Saw. So you're kind of wandering around. You're going from room to room. And you could smoke at the bar, the juice bar area. The guy was really cool. But what really, like the guy that worked there, he was a guy named Ricardo, and he was more interested in our YouTube channels than anything else down there. He was like bored as shitless out of his mind sitting there at the juice bar. They tell me that Friday and Saturday nights are really big time. Maybe we'd go back again. But, and you make my day. So, oh, thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. Now, there was one, it's like there's this standoff. Nobody's doing anything. They're waiting for some couple to break the ice. And there were two couples that were down on the first floor. They were stripping like a couple minks in heat down there. Wait for looking up the bar now on Google. Yeah, they have like it's got a lot of stuff on there. It's got a lot of stuff in there. And then people just sitting around and watching. And I just thought, I'm that kind of person. I'd rather do it than watch it, So I found like most of my time was just wandering around from room to room, just kind of inspecting some of the weird stuff that they had around there. And the people, I'd say 75% was men and maybe 25% women / T-girls there. So I was kind of an outlier in the place, but it was kind of fun. You can imagine on Friday and Saturday, it's like anything goes. I think D was much more into the experience. Hey, Lady Di, Ramon Salcido. I think he was much more into the experience because he kind of, tried to be a participant. On Truman Dam or the other dam?
More so.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, D, I think D, let's see. Fundy said, I'm scared to play that it's in my work. Told me about finding dirty needles. The thing was that they had like a crew that went around there. There was a crew that had like spray bottles and stuff. And man, they were, if somebody did the dirty on the spot, they were like right there with all blasting all the, they were like really on top of stuff at that. Pusa says Montreal has lots of bars on the liberal side. Most strip clubs are 10 by code. And with the drinking ages, they think it all kinds of kids from the US. Yeah, as I remember, Pusa, Montreal was an outstanding club to be in. Yeah, D is high testosterone. Yeah. Well, Quinny, there were a couple girls that were really into it, and a couple guys that. You want to talk about Energizer bunnies? I'd leave the room, they go at it, come back 20 minutes later, they're still going at it. I'm like, what was that trash can? I don't know. There was some guy that was looking at Vegas fixing that. We were fully dressed, sitting in a chair, and D was in a hot tub, and you didn't know who he was to. He kept looking at us, and then he'd look at D and look at us. So into a trash can. It was no, they weren't wearing hazmat. I didn't see anybody, Lori Green, that really looked funky. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, Sammy Jacks. Sammy Jacks. The hell, girl. The hell, what are you doing? Okay, you did not participate. Anyway, on a Friday and Saturday night, it might be pretty good in there, but it just depends what you're into. See, I'm not into that random, I'm not into that swapping and all that hookup stuff. It's not for me. I'd rather get to know somebody a little bit, have a drink or two, maybe a date or two, and then see what happens. I like that fun aspect of it. I'm not that wired up to have that random stuff, so for me it was more about having a few laughs, having some fun. Yeah, all about the LTRs and the Netflix. That's it. So it's not my kind of scene. But do I regret having gone there? Hell no. It was very interesting to see that. I enjoyed like the Piranha Club more than that because I could dance. I could do all kinds. No, JT, I'm not the swinger kind. I'm really not. There's not one person, maybe a couple of the girls I might have swung with, and they were probably into that based on their reactions and stuff. But even then, you like that picture on the wall. Which one? That the Mexican travel poster from the 1930s. Thank you. I don't know. What's the topic? We're talking about Vegas and the Green Door. I've never really talked about the Green Door. So, no, that's what I'm saying, Quinny. For me, I wanted to see what it was like inside of that. And I didn't know if I'd be drinking, so we roped Vegas Vixen into driving us, and she was cool. She didn't, we really didn't, not serving alcohol in there. People think I'm too much into alcohol, but on that trip, I drank a lot less in Vegas than I do here. That's for damn sure. But I'm going to get a beer right now. I'll be right back, and we'll continue with the discussion. They have the old saying, a needy guy is a turn off, a needy girl is a turn on. Oh, in New Orleans, you got to buy a beer to pee. See, I didn't like New Orleans. I liked Baton Rouge. I know, Tasha. You know, I'm not. Yeah, okay, Debbie, nice to see you. You know what I'm saying? I think that curiosity, all of us swingers, something. That's what it is. It's like I'm your undercover agent. I'm in there kind of scoping it out, looking around. Okay, you know, I was walking around in my G-string and heels, but so what? You know, it gave a little entertainment value. I hate Baton Rouge and New Orleans. Woo! I like Alabama. I enjoy Alabama. I enjoy Alabama. They're damsels in distress. So, there was a doctor, which I really found surprising. A doctor and her husband, skinny guy, like a Virginia Southern accent, and his wife, and I wondered kind of what the hell they were doing. Some guy asked if you're a guy. I don't know, Sammy J. I'm whatever you want. I'm whatever you want me to be, babe. Guy today, girl tomorrow. They had lube, they had condoms, they had all that stuff there. They weren't giving it away. You paid like $1 or something like that. But there really wasn't that much going on over there. You can't see realistically, you can't say you drank in excess. You were buying one beer at a time. You know, forever friend, when I would be doing my walks at night, occasionally I would have a third beer, but usually it was like 2 beers and that was it. Whereas if I do a hangout here, when I used to do panel hangouts, there would be 7, 8 hours. I'd be blasting 8 to 10 beers. 8 to 10 beers, you know, 120 ounces. That's like almost a gallon of beer. And I bet I didn't even do half of that down there. No, it was really dark, Andrea. It was very tacky. There were a lot of blue lights. And just people waiting around, waiting for somebody to do something, you know, and it's just, you know, I'd lay back on one of the beds and some guy would wander up. I hope I'm not making you uncomfortable. Slightly. I'm drinking beer. There you go, Tasha. Hey, Shannon, thank you. That tree almost killed me, honey. Custom made. So I'm not sure what would my expectations be for going back on Saturday, Friday or Saturday night. I don't know. You know, like I say, that's not my kind of. It's not my kind of scene. That, and I think probably a lot of women feel the same way. Like you want to have somebody a little more invested in you than just wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, I'll be in DC and Baltimore. Shit flow. I'm coloring lines in a coloring book. Do I hit on you? Yeah, they do. But never forget, I didn't hook up with anybody. Okay, let's be clear about that. But I was wearing my blue bikini bottom and I had some heels on. And I remember I walked down the hall. It was kind of early in the night and there was a long hallway with rooms on the side. And I'm walking down the hallway and some black guy is coming towards me and he goes past me and he's like, God damn. Woo! God damn, man. That was funny as shit. I almost started cracking up right in the hallway there. You come, Rosie, where did you come from? You just came, what is that? Rosie, where did you? No, it wasn't Cadillac. It wasn't Cadillac. I'm driving home 10 minutes. No problem, Kim. Not much going on tonight. Well, no, it wasn't Cadillac. Most of the it was weird. Most of the black guys were around 28 to 35 years old. And most of the white guys were around, D was really an outlier. We're like 45 to 70, I would say. Did you see Aladdin? Yeah, you tell me Cadillac came from the planet Triple X. That's it. Yeah, Cadillac, the black guy that we partied with. That's another thing that I think is so funny when people say, "Oh, exploiting the homeless." You know, not one person that we drank with was homeless down there. The people at the Dragon Motel had apartments. Cadillac, Tiger, Brian at the Wall of Shame, they all had places to live. You know, the guy, can't remember, Phil, Phil was the guy that had the stroke, but all these people had places to live, but all these people were out enjoying the life. I just came down from the sky, yeah. That's what I think is so funny. There's very few, Las Vegas doesn't tolerate homeless people. They may be down in the tunnels, the drainage tunnels but they're not on the streets. It's not like Santa Rosa. It's not like LA where there's tents and things there. You don't see tents set up in Las Vegas. You don't see people sleeping in cardboard boxes and stuff. So, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, Philip did okay. You know, I was happy about that. Yeah, in the tunnels, you don't see them up there. The Las Vegas cops don't fool around. So anybody that says, "Oh, exploiting the homeless," these people weren't homeless. Every person that we hung with had an apartment or a home, and they wanted to be out on the streets because that's where they wanted to be. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Brown Bear, how you doing? I'm not sure if we saved him. You know, maybe he did. Hey, Atlanta, how you doing, sweetie? But it was the right thing to do at that time. It was the right thing to do, and he was not filmed. We did talk to him and keep him company and make sure that he was tended to. But like I said, no matter how hard you try to be positive, there's always people that'll put a few people that'll put a negative spin on it. Yeah, there were most of those people. Hey, Colleen. Most of those people, Cadillac, Brian, Tiger, they all had places to stay. They just happened to be low-income people that were out for a good time. Remember Cadillac saying, "D and Rosie, where in the hell did you guys come from? You must have come from heaven. We having the best damn time tonight." And that put the biggest smile on my face. That was awesome. That's not the real Elvis on there, so. Man, not Sammy Jacks. Sammy's a necrophiliac. That's a little raw, huh? But that's, you know, they had such a damn good time. They willingly talked. They were having a ball. They enjoyed the beers and stuff. And man, we left and we cut up, and then we headed down the street. It means that you like to, you're sexually aroused by dead people. Sorry, Sammy. Okay, Pusa. Sammy's like, "Oh, really?" You can hear Sammy saying her deadpan. "Oh, really?" Well, I'll be up in Canada in a few weeks. That's going to be really, really interesting to be up there. Yeah, Sammy's like, "Oh my, oh really?" They're enjoying. Yeah, whatever they were doing, you know. And Tiger was selling her red velvet cupcakes. I mean, I love that, to engage people like that. Had such a good time to see people with a smile on their face, and just awesome. I loved all your streams in Vegas. You met all sorts of people. Can't wait to see you. Live streaming in Reno is fun. Like I say, Dee's never been to Reno before. We'll do maybe 3 days in Reno. $16 beer. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? $16 beer. It's all going to be $12 now, Cobra John. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We may actually, oh, thank you, Sandy. Nice to see you, honey. So don't forget, Saturday will be Tip At Your Mod Day. I will be in Oakland doing it. She's going over to Sparks. I may go down to Vegas first and accompany Dee on the ride up. Rosie only owes 1 or 2 Boo Jays to Norman. He may not want to after he got it all out of Marshall. There we go. Tosh is like Babe Ruth, pointing to the bleachers, calling the home run. That's what Rosie's going to do. $16 is insane, Cobra John. It's insane. I won't do it. What's your current mod roster? Hello, Marshall. I've got Oda May. I've got Jen, Kim C, JK No Cow. Who else do I have? Juice. I've got, did I say Oda May? And Tom Finland. I think that, and Gina C. I think that pretty much rounds that. I don't, yeah, the real Elvis has a rent or else he gets booted on site. Rosie, remember that cool bike? I wonder how the dude he got on. Oh, you mean, yeah, riding down the Art District, Susie. Obviously, somebody helped to help him get up on that bike. Well, I have my passport should be coming any day now. Thank you. Hey, Gina, how are you? Thank you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm not going up there without a passport. I'm going to have my, definitely. I mean, it should be coming. If not this week, then next week. I can't really go until I get it. But remember, Tara's coming next week. Woo! Tara's coming next week. What's your date? Will you head towards Dave's? I'm thinking the 14th. I'm probably going to take off. I may start in Vegas, do 3 days in Vegas, then journey up to Reno with be like the 20th, maybe the 28th, 29th in 28th or 29th in Des Moines, somewhere around that. Yeah, I graduated elementary school. Passport to Canada. Well, I think Canada is going to go. I think Canada is the one that's going to build the wall, right? So I'm thinking we're just playing it by ear. We may start in Reno, in which case it'll be earlier, Marshall. So I will probably start in Reno and meet him there. So more like the 14th, I'll be in Reno, and then the 17th we'll head out of Reno. Maybe the 18th of June. Some stuff I want to show them around Reno, and then we'll go across to Salt Lake, roll into Salt Lake, probably spend 2 days in Salt Lake, and then roll on to Wyoming, and go across Nebraska, and then into, oh yeah, Tasha's heading to Canada now. Wouldn't that be cool? I'd love to go across with Tasha to Canada. I'd like to see her with the border customs. You have no right to look at any of my stuff. I've violated no laws. I have a perfectly valid passport. If you looked at the conventions of passport as originated under French diplomacy of the 1780s, you will see that you are restricted by certain covenants of what you can and cannot do to an international traveler. Yeah, so we'll see, Marshall. I'm coming in with my passport because you know what? Maybe the end of this year, early next year, I'm fucking heading to Asia. Okay, I'm heading to Hong Kong and China, and probably not China because you can't really chooch too much from there, but maybe I'll relive Glory Road in Hong Kong. You never know. Getting through Canada is tougher than Tia. I know it is. Oh, I'm coming down that way, Gina. I'll be down there. I'm going to be everywhere. You got the site and Keokuk I've been dying to get to, huh? You need to travel. Yeah, I can't wait to meet Tasha down in Florida. That's going to be a blast. You talk about a cool police confrontations. Here we go, Rosie. Keep cool now. No matter what, Rosie, don't volunteer or anything. And whatever they say, the answer is always no. Can we buy you a drink? No. Can we do a line? No. Well, I know Hong Kong like the back of my hand. An Afghan Canadian sister who told Custom gave him hard time because his name was Muhammad. Yeah, I can imagine that, Marshall. I can imagine it. That might have been, to have a part. They're going to really look hard at people that have a name like that. I'm wondering how it's going to be for you coming back with your last name. Let's see. Pusa said, you need a passport and next just enter from either side since, missed the old day. Pusa, it used to be nice. You just drove across the bridge. You showed your IDs. I used to do when I went into Montreal and all that. So the next plans, Goldie, what I need to do next is I've got to have confidence in this van. Remember, I still have zero confidence in this. So the next thing is going to be going down to Oakland this Saturday, meet up with Handsome Robert. It'll be the last time I see him. Then Tara's coming in, I think Monday evening. Tara's coming in, so we're going to hang out with her. Tuesday, I think we're going to meet up with the boss and Janet. We're going to go to Dead Fish and eat some crabs down on Carquinez Straits, a very famous crab house down there. And we'll have a good time. Then Thursday, do a little more with Tara. And then Thursday evening, she flies out for San Diego. And then I have the weekend basically to get the van in shape and get ready to head east for the long haul. Oh, the thing is, if you wear a turban, you can go anywhere here, no issue. I guess a turban, though, Tasha, is more with Punjabi. And I'd love to meet Lucy Ball. I think she's beautiful. I like Lucy Ball. I have like this mild crush on Lucy Ball. I like the way she operates. There's an adult bookstore in the Muslim area of Toronto. Now, I find that very inconceivably difficult, I find that difficult. Scary turban. Yeah, most people don't realize that they're Sikhs. They're the most peaceful people on planet Earth. The Sikhs wear turbans. I don't think Hong Kong is no longer the days. It's getting more like mainland. I would imagine that would be that would be the case, Joey D. But still, I operated for years under mainland China authority way back post Tiananmen Square when shit was really tough and people would be following me around, agents, and there's nothing going to be a big problem. The Chinese are actually very loose when it comes to civilian policing. They don't really give a shit, what the hell goes on. They don't want to be bothered writing up, arresting people, do anything. They'd rather just hit somebody with a club and tell them don't do it again. Oh, your first Toronto shawarma review coming up. Nice. Okay. Well, I thought you were going to lay off that stuff, Marshall, on account of your we're having that stomach issue. Hey, AJ's Glory Hole Adventures. How are you? Yeah, I'm not sure adult themed bookstore in a Muslim area. It just seems oxymoronic to me. I don't know. Hey, Amazing Grace, how are you? Oh, that beer was good. Oh, I had a blast. I had an absolute blast. We were talking about the green door down there. Now, it's the kind of club I think Elvis could have really gotten into because it had a diverse, racially mixed group of people. it seemed like they would be experimenters, like they wouldn't care about crossing gender lines or anything like that. And some of the guys are just open to the experience, you know. But I don't know. Get Sprint Unlimited or $80 an ad. Oh, that's good. I'm just going to change out my SIM card in Canada. That's all. Just pop in a new SIM card. Thank you, Kelly Bundy. Nice to see you, honey. But I think, yeah, hit the thumbs up. Yeah, thank you, everybody. If you're in here, please take a minute to hit the thumbs up button. Please, 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 please. Hit the thumbs up button. You know why? Because the haters always show up on the job. Yeah, so please give me a thumbs up on the chat. I would really, really appreciate that. So 110 for only 20 gigs in Canada. I don't know. I get 100 gigs. I get 80 gigs here for, what do I get? 100 gigs for $75, Marshall. So yeah, Canada doesn't have unlimited data. So it's not like I'm going to be streaming there. Hey, Debbie RN, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you. Please continue to hit the thumbs up button. You can see it hits the beehive. All the little haters come out. I think that's so funny. You should have kept Tomo. I think Verizon may have it on the service. I think it works. I think Verizon does work. Well, you can't get more than 20 gigs for 110. Well, I'm sure as hell not going to be streaming up there. I'm going to be touring and capturing some video. Now, the hotels will have Wi-Fi, Marshall. That's the key. You know, there is certainly Wi-Fi. Yeah, wait, they only have the Tim Hortons place. You'll feel so, Marshall. I'm not going to change my phone, right? I'm not going to buy another phone just to have Sprint. You know, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to do that to buy another phone. I'm not going to stream. I'm not going to stream in Canada. I'm going to put up posted video content. So if the only time I'll stream is if there's Wi-Fi. Now I know a lot of places in Toronto, a ton of places in Toronto, Marshall, have Wi-Fi. Only Verizon is reliable there. I may stream, Jacqueline. It depends if I get to a Wi-Fi place like a Tim Hortons or some of the hotels. I think so. So no one can beat. Yeah, but Marshall, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to sell out my whole phone plan for that. You can buy a portable Wi-Fi. I'm only going to be up there about 3 days. So I'm only going to be up there for about 3 days. But I appreciate you mentioning it. Yeah, I used to have T-Mobile, but damn, Andrew, I could not do the street streams without, you know. Yeah, buy a burner phone. Yeah, that's it, Sammy Jacks. Maybe just buy a burner phone and call it at a Walmart up there, right? Just buy a burner phone. I'm going to check with Verizon first and see what kind of, they might have a special plan that you have to call about they may enable your phone for Canada. I don't know. Hotel Wi-Fi, is anyone knowing that? You know, goddamn, you know what? When I stayed at the Golden Nugget, man, I would do a 5-minute morning shoot. You know, that thing would upload on that Golden Nugget Wi-Fi in less than 70 seconds. Here it would take about 8 to 10 minutes. Man, I don't know what kind of Wi-Fi they had at the Golden Nugget, but that thing was blazing. If that's Amanda May, if that's the real one, I'm going to show you the door. Let me see if that's the real one. Yeah, that's the real one. Sorry, Amanda, I can't have you trash talking me in one stream and then coming over here. So we'll see you. Sayonara. Have a good night. All right. You know, can't have somebody that two-faced to be in one chat with you all weekend, enjoying every one of your streams, every one of the late night chooches, and then come in here. Yeah, it's a real one. So I just cut them off. I'm not going to have somebody tell me I'm arrogant and shit when somebody like that is so jealous. And, bye. Have a good night. Golden Nugget could, yeah, it might be 5G in there. It might be 5G. It might very well be. But whatever the hell it was, man, that thing was just like, boom, so damn fast. Can you imagine 70 seconds to upload something? I could not even believe it. I've seen a few doing that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Quinny. I got no time for that anymore. How somebody can come on your chat and talk you up day after day after day after day, and then shit talk you in another chat. So, bye. Yeah, I don't care, AJ. I got no problem with people just trolling me like that. Sammy Jackson, it's the way of the world today. You got to learn you can't please all the people all the time. It all stems back to me meeting Dave and Becca in January. That was the big thing that cleaved the community here. So it doesn't matter what I do, just because I made that choice. That's the price you pay. But that's called being a stand-up person and making your own decisions. So, yeah. So sometimes you just have to say, really, later. Just say, have a good evening. You can find plenty of other places to entertain. And let's see. Afraid to comment. Oh, Red, sweetie. Man, I love her. I hope she's doing good. She's such a cutie pie. I love her hair. It's so curly. Yeah, people are kind of sad, Sammy Jacks. They really are. Scrollman banging in. I don't care, Addie Mae. She ain't gonna be on my channel. You're allowed to stay, but she can come back and stay all she wants. But I'm not gonna have her shit talking me on one channel and then come in here and be mucking around. That's not the way I roll. It takes a lot to. Yeah, it does take a lot to be blocked in here. Be a big shit talker on another stream, right? You break or abuse. There you go. There's a. Let's see. Butthurt and jellies is a real thing, but I'm going to get one more beer here. I don't have anything against Addie Mae, but I'm not going to have people come in and enjoying my stream. Every night in Vegas, they're parked on my stream and then go into another stream and talk shit about me. All right. Ooh, D-Dub, heading to Reno soon, man. I can't wait. Yeah, I love you, Sammy. I can't wait till we take a cruise together. Sammy. Hey, Joe Smith. How you doing, honey? There's my Joe Smith. No, Lenny, I guess what changed was the time difference, the fact that this person was on my stream basically every night, having the time of her life on the stream. And then I'm stunned. I go look in on the channel beat tonight, and this person's trash talking me for no reason. So that's what changed on the stream. Colt 45 Barbie girl, how are you, baby? Nice to see you. What's your winter trip to Las Vegas? January 24th through the 26th. Hey, Six, how you doing? There comes a point. I mean, I'm hitting the road. I don't want people on my bashing me big time. I don't want people on my stream that are like that. I like to have people that are friends on the stream and have fun. Where are you going in the East? All over, I would say probably New York City will be my northern point. New York down to Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, So you're always welcome here, but I cannot have people just nakedly bashing me for no reason over there. So especially after enjoying all of my Las Vegas content and being as friendly as I could be and getting along so good and laughing, and then to be kicked in the head, come on. It's nothing against you, Addie. I don't roll that way anymore. Oh yeah, meet in Philly. I love Philly. The Schuylkill River. Thank you, cousins. The Schuylkill River, the library there, the Museum of Art. I just love Market Street. All of that stuff there. In there, it is Sammy Jacks. It's the worst of the worst. And people, they have the temerity to just come in like, oh, nothing's, hey, hi, everybody. Yeah, Night Rod, you got tits and a dick. That's winning. That is winning in a major way. I'm so going to bash you for the Bud Light. There you go, Jim. Jim, what do you drink? Budweiser, full on Budweiser? It's a very good friend of mine, metal detecting buddy for years, adventures with Jim, one of the most colorful people that you will ever meet on YouTube. Recently got married, just a hell of a good guy. Yeah. Tad bitchy tonight. I'm having a good time. I'm very happy tonight. Hey, Kookie, how are you? Heading to Reno. That's right, Atlanta Brave. Right. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Exactly. Oh, I did all kinds of things from owning a fastener business to a small home heating oil delivery company to working at Sears to working for the Royal Bank of Canada to pushing papers in Sutter Hospital for about 12 years, pushing papers in a clinic for about 10 years. There's Cobra John. Didn't see what you said. Glad you didn't stand. No, I'm not. I don't trash talk people. I'm just saying, out of the blue, I got kicked in the head. I'm at a loss to understand why. Since Amanda May and I had been getting along so good over the, over the holiday trip over the trip in Las Vegas. Yeah, I had a hell of a lot of jobs, Sammy. A hell of a lot of different jobs. I worked at a development office for a college, got my MBA. What the hell else did I do? I worked for a guy that bought my fastener company, Trans World Fasteners in Baltimore. Freedom Oil Company we started, but some guy, mechanic shop destroyed the oil truck. He didn't put the plug in after the oil change, some dipshit. Yeah, we got to hook up for a vid. We have got to hook up for a vid, Jim. You and Red are awesome. You guys are so funny. Yeah, well, it surprised me. It surprised the hell out of me tonight, Fundy, that I could be having so much fun on the streets and everything, and then, to be wham. Well, remember Cobra John, unless, Guido, unless you're dishing it on the daily, you need those trolls, right? Yeah, I do have a lot of, yeah, that's right, Sonia. I have tons of friends on here, and I'm very proud of that. Host radio still. Good morning. You're on the air. I did radio for WCBM for 1 year there on Saturday morning show. Sammy says you got 90 thumbs down. I can't understand that. Figure the math this way, Sandy. You got 5 people with like 15 troll accounts each or something like that. That'll be more sense. Mallory. Mallory's like, I'm gonna slap the living shit out of you when you get to Florida. I'm gonna get you in a chair, pull that ratty old wig, and go to town. Hey, Insane Chef, how you doing? Thank you. Oh, you friends with D-Dub? Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, Andrea is like family. I'd say it's 90 Day Trolley, but that's not. Poor Tasha, she's another one. Rosie, I'm gonna slap the living hell out of you. I'm gonna check to see if your wig's too tight. Shit. Colleen, rain for 17 days in a row. I'm so sorry, honey. We just endured the worst winter. I will not go through another winter. Miriam, somebody that wants to seem bigger than they are on here. No, I didn't curl it at all. It's just another one. But now these days I ask people, give me, because usually people don't, I didn't, when I go into chats, I wouldn't just automatically thumbs up. So, oh man, Sharon B and Kooky are outstanding. Insane Chef's channel's the bomb. Insane Chef, post something on the side chat so I can sub you up. Let me see his channel. We got Mallory too. If you see now, Mallory's what I call, let me see, Chef. Wait a minute. Let me see here. Let's see. Subscribe. Okay, I'm on. I'll be checking out your content, Insane Chef. Mallory's what I call the perfect, like, how would I explain that? No, we'll see, Pusa. I'm not sure if I'm going to be coming in and out, but I will definitely make time in the future. Probably when you do your next wave, if I'm on the road or something like that. That might be fun. Yay, Tasha's coming for me. Yay. It's like a Little House on the Prairie moment. Mama. Hey, Dr. Fish, thank you. The fish is always lighting it up out there. Oh, Cab Sevens, he's an amazing guy too. Okay, got big news. Just waiting on my slot. Shake your hooch. There we go. They are alive. But Mallory, this is what I find so fascinating. This is why I really like Mallory. Now, some people think Mallory's a douchebag. Okay, I don't know. I've known her a lot of years. The thing that, and of course, a lot of people love her because she's plain spoken. The thing is, she can do a commentary on you and really be middle of the road critique. She can tell you, this is what I would do. This is what I wouldn't do. This is what Rosie did. This is what I think Rosie shouldn't have done. And you can look at that. Some people might get fired up and say, MYOB, mind your own business. But I love people that can be like a wordsmith and express a thought, an opinion, and criticize you. And somewhere in there is a nugget of reality. And then not only that, Mallory gives you a chance to clap back and tell you, well, this was the thought in my mind when I did there. So this was my thinking. And she can rejig, she can change her mind. Not, the needle can be moved, which I find absolutely, utterly astounding. Because I see it so rarely here on YouTube. That's why I really like her. Because you can two-way with her. It's two-way communication. And she takes that, she can discuss. She takes the new information. She could process that and say, well, Well, Rosie, you're still a douchebag, but you're less of a douchebag. You're right. Your hostile antics, yes, all that. All the boys sitting on the same toilet seat, how nice, sharing one roll of toilet paper. Oh, how sweet. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I just love that. The way she is. Well, I am too, Sharon. I mean, I will definitely take critique. This is why people have said, "Oh, Mallory said this," or "B." Look, I usually catch everything that Mallory puts up. Okay, I'm well aware of the stuff that Mallory puts up, but you can have a hell of respect for somebody that puts out their thoughts, is very candid about them, and just says, "Hey, it's not my cup of tea." And you can say, well, and the nice thing she said, oh, well, let's not talk about exploit the homeless because we all exploit, and then she realized these people had homes. They weren't homeless and stuff. Hey, Buff, how you doing? Oh, you ready to give some super chats? Yeah, she can dish you and you have to think about it to figure it out as it is exactly. So yeah, actually I do, Mallory, because I just think that you're a highly entertaining person. So those people on YouTube are kind of to be cherished and enjoyed. You don't always have to if I agree with Mallory half the time, it's a good thing, and I like the fact that she critiques my shit and says, here's the way I feel about it. Goes to the moon. Where are the mods? I don't usually have a huge mod core when I'm having an open chat on here. So, as long as people aren't doxing other people. Yeah, I'm not really blown out, man. I'm not blown out, right? I'm gonna do some sightseeing. This is going to drive people crazy, AJ's Glory Hole Adventures. And I'm going to tell you, my friend, I hope I'm saying that right. If you think I'm going to go tooling down like, the plaza and the mirror pool in front of I've been to Washington, D.C. so many times I can gag. I've been to where Lincoln was shot so many times I'm cross-eyed. I've been in the Smithsonian so many times, the Holocaust Museum. I want to take you guys to the cool shit in Washington. Let's fucking go down to Washington, D.C., where they fucking filmed The Exorcist. Okay, let's look down the long steps where Father What's His Pants went down the long. Let's do some cool shit. Okay. Yeah, I did kooky. I still got some more to do. Let's party in Georgetown, the party area of Washington. Let's walk New York Avenue, the hood. Let's do it, man. I know Washington like the back of my hand. Yeah, Watergate, man. Let's tell some history. Let's have some fun. Let's see where the bonus army got their heads cracked open in 1932, okay? When General Douglas MacArthur and Major Dwight D. Eisenhower brought down the clubs and tanks on them. Let's talk about some cool shit. Yeah, the Exorcist steps. Let's talk about the shit I know. Georgetown University. The chick I used to nail that went to summer sessions there and things. I mean, there's a lot of great history. I'll show you the house that my great uncle owned down there. Washington, yeah, that's all we know at Washington. Okay, you can go see plenty of videos of we're on the mall now, and here's the reflecting pool, and I'm walking up to the Washington Monument, and I don't want to underplay it. I mean, it is a beautiful thing. Okay, when you think of Marian Anderson singing up there, and God Bless America, and all the history that took place there. But you want to go to Baltimore. You want to see, you want to see the Inner Harbor. You want to see where Babe Ruth grew up across the street from where my grandfather was born and raised. And they used to chuck the old tater around. I mean, I can show you all that shit, right? I can show you the factory where I used to work, the Domino Sugar and the Bethlehem Steel shipyards. There's just so much cool shit that, you want to see where Edgar Allan Poe, they found him rolling in the gutter dead, and where they buried him there in Baltimore, all that kind of shit. I mean, let's just do cool shit. Sandy's like, Rosie, room 20, please, just one night. Sandy, I don't know if I can do room 20 at the Oasis Hotel in Las Vegas, where 2 people committed suicide in that room. I don't think I can do that. Yeah, tell Sammy what a glory hole is. It's a hole in the wall where guys stick their dick through, and random people will give them a blowjob. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Goldie. You go up Monroe Street. I take you guys up Monroe, Howard Street, where all the abandoned buildings, Lexington, Caroline Street projects. We're having a good time, man. Take you down to Baltimore Block, where all the nudies, peep shows, and all that stuff. Is that where the Valentine's Day Massacre was actually in Chicago? In there, I can take in Chicago, where Dillinger was gunned down outside the Biograph Theater right there. Yeah, I don't know about room 20. It's just too creepy, Kooky. I don't know if I can cover that off. I don't know. Like the glass pane was broken. Hey, Laura, Leakin Park, Baltimore. I used to play at Clifton Park Golf Course, and we're playing right between the graveyards, in Clifton Park. And we're teeing off, and the kids are running out of projects and stealing the golf balls every time you take a tee shot. I mean, it's like a fucking nightmare, right? You're ghetto golf. What could be more thrilling than ghetto golf? Once the sun went down at like 8 p.m., they cut the course greens to like $5 for nine holes. Who could resist? It was like ghetto golf. It was awesome. Yeah, I used to hang in that graveyard. There you go. Take you guys into Lexington Market, the oldest indoor market in America. There, all kinds of shit. Federal Hill, cool stuff. You can go back to 2013 and see my Baltimore trip with me standing on. I blew people away. I got on a plane in California, and I just turned around the camera, and I was standing on Federal Hill in Baltimore, Maryland one morning. Good morning. Go out to Washington State sometime and stay at the Stanley Hotel, the Shining. Yeah, I thought that was in. I thought that was in Colorado. Yeah. Well, they say Blinky. How you doing, babe? You're right, Blinky. He was actually making his way and started to run down the alley, and Melvin Purvis shot him in the back going down. And talk about the chick he used to nail. Which one? The one in Downingtown, Pennsylvania? Or what? The Stanley's in Colorado, yeah. But every night in Baltimore, every birthday of Edgar Allan Poe, somebody would come with a Napoleon hat and black cape and put brandy and a red rose on top of his grave. I'll take you to the studio where I met Oprah Winfrey before she was a nobody, man, up on WJZ TV. People were talking, the Voodoo Queens of New Orleans. I was in the audience that day. I mean, I can show you guys more shit. I can take you to where they filmed Hairspray, where the neighborhood is, where that Baltimore accent. How y'all doing, hon? All that shit came from Hamden. All that stuff. I don't want to go the traditional shit, man. I gotta show the underbelly stuff. Yeah, you can't wait, man. You remember John Waters, Lust in the Dust, Divine, all that stuff. How you doing, hipster? What's going on, honey? Take you over to Eastern Shore to Ocean City, Maryland, all up and down Chester River, St. Michael's, beautiful little maritime town. Betterton, another chick I nailed up there on the Sassafras River. All kinds of glory road to go down, man. Show you where we had the grain alcohol party, where the Marine pulled the door off. He was so pissed he wasn't getting drunk. An hour later, he's upside down with his feet up on the wall, laying on the ground. How you doing, Perfect? I got more shit to show you guys than you can shake a stick at. Take you down to Assateague, Chincoteague, where the ponies swim across every year for the roundup. Take a second and hit that. Yeah, show some love to the Rosie girl. Am I a size 14? No, I'm actually a size 10. I'm anywhere from, depending on the cut, an 8 to a 12, somewhere in there. Hey, Jennifer, sweet, how are you, honey? I mean, I'm just saying, I remember when people were talking with Richard Shale. I remember the show I watched, The Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. And I thought, this is one dumb chick, man, this Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, Ocean City, Maryland, we'll kick it out there. You know, we'll have a good time. Pop down 9th Street where all the punks used to hang. Go down to the inlet. Do a little fishing. Oh, thank you, friggin' frog. Just popped in my recommend. What, 20 minutes, and you're awesome. Thank you. Yeah, you want to go to Pony Island? See, Anna's all touchy-feely. She likes all that, like Misty of Chincoteague Isle, right? Swimming across the pony roundup and all that. Down the ocean, hon. That's it. We'll go to Ocean Downs Raceway for some harness racing. I got more shit to do with you guys. And they're off. Racing. You guys ever been to the harness races? Yeah, you picked a good content. That's what I'm saying, Cobra John. When I hit the road, brother, I hit the road. And there ain't no stopping. Ain't no stopping. Oh, thank you, Mason. I appreciate that. Loves all the vids on your stereo equipment. Thank you. Just stay away from Ocean Pines. I lived in Ocean Pines for a year on Clubhouse Road there. Oh, I've been there, but not during the crossing. That's cool. You're not talk side. Then I want to make my way down to excuse me. I want to make my way down to OBX, to the Outer Banks, show you guys the Outer Banks of Kitty Hawk, Kerala. Kitty Hawk's the absolute greatest national treasure museum in the United States. It's the most well-done national park museum that you will ever see in your life. You walk into that museum with an idea that the Wright brothers were just a couple tinkering, bumbling, bicycle building fools from Dayton, Ohio. And you come out of there looking at their notebooks with mathematic calculations of lift and calculus equations. I mean, these fucking guys were geniuses. Hello, my world. Thank you. Kitty Hawk is the most outstanding museum I have ever seen in my life. And I've seen the British Museum, the Beijing museums, everything that you could see. Kill Devil Hills, just beautiful. Beautiful there. Sharon, just an amazing, amazing park. The blocks where they showed the various flights out there, the big monument up on the dunes. It's just beautiful. I'm taking you guys to all that shit. Wright brothers were way beyond their time. When you understand, they were studying wing warping or how to shift the wing so they could turn, and just before they had a rudder. Wow, Katie's like listening on my drive home from work. Yeah, love that area down there. Elizabeth City, New Bern. And then we're going to go into Tobacco Row. You guys are going to see a lot of stuff if you're not subbed up to the channel. Ooh, you know, other people talk about shit. I do it. I'm hoping Streamlabs will be operational tomorrow. I think I found one little problem with the Streamlabs and Missy Jenn, but I'm not going to do 2 tests in one day. I'll do a test tomorrow morning because I delete the streams. I think I found that the Wright Brothers Museum Blinky is phenomenal. And the thing that most blew me away was the notebooks that they had. The damn notebooks. Yeah, it's allergies. The notes, the meticulous mathematical calculations. And I thought these were just a couple of bumbling bums that were building, just happened to be tinkering. And then the real thing that capped it all off, Blinky, was these guys did not like the commercial. Remember, this is 1906 or whatever. They did not like the commercially available engines that were out there that were produced. This was the early days of the combustion engine. They designed and built their own fucking gasoline engine. Could you imagine some 28, 29-year-olds doing that today? You think people out of high school, they don't have machine shop like I did. I had wood shop, I had hot metal shop, forging, casting, just and then I had machine shop, running an engine lathe, sheet metal shop, building ventilators and shit. I mean, who's going to do that today? Isn't that amazing? Kooky said, Sharon and I will chooch with you on the Outer Banks. That's awesome. Yeah, they were bicycle mechanics, but they were brilliant. Oh, I don't ever mind the thumbs. It doesn't matter to me. I do ask if you're in here to give some thumbs up. That gives you a little bit of a taste of the travels. It's just going to be continuous travels for years. Thank you, Pusa. Take care. All right. You keep being awesome, too. People who like Bud Light drink their own piss. You can't figure out how Howard Hughes got his giant wooden plane to take flight. I guess a lot of lift, a lot of pitch on those wings, and a lot of engines. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Insane Chef. The 29-year-olds are still in the basement on the Xbox today. You wonder where, Wow, I could say so much. Yeah, they even formulated alloys for their engine, Cobra John. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, I don't mind the trolls. I don't mind the trolls too much. That's right, Kaylee. You're going to see things. You're going to experience the non-traditional United States here. I want to go through Kansas City and rack some barbecue, man. I want to have some serious barbecue. I want to meet up with Sue Pete, some other people around that area. Show you guys the Kansas City I love. Hit a couple of the hoods. Have a good time. I hope it's like 98 degrees and 98% humidity. I shine in that kind of environment. Yeah, like Aussies. That's right, Blinky. Like Aussies like and drink Fosters. Like, what the fuck? Thank you, Sona. Yeah, trolls. Yeah, you're having fun, man. Like I said, I'm coming to Oklahoma City. You bet your ass I'm coming. I want to try to meet Juice in Oklahoma City. And I want to get out to Bartlesville, Oklahoma. There's a couple other places I want to get to in Oklahoma. I want to look around some of these small towns there. Gonna Kansas City, here I come. Gonna Kansas City, here I come. I got a pretty little one there, and I'm gonna get me some voodoo. There's Voodoo. How you doing, Voodoo? Nice to see you, sir. God bless. God bless you. Kentucky, I'll see you on the Bourbon Trail, cousins. I'm gonna hit every bourbon house on the Bourbon Trail because I did years of moonshining. Check my videos on the channel here, my playlist. Yeah, Oklahoma City is awesome. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I'm sure whatever happens, I'm always happy to see Voodoo. Voodoo, I hadn't seen you around for a couple months, but I'm glad to see you back. You really add a nice shine to these communities, my friend. Very handsome, very fun. Yeah, I think yes, Tennessee. I want to go through Nashville, and I'm gonna be heading to. People don't like Chattanooga too much. I'm gonna make up my own decision about Chattanooga. We got to visit the Creation Museum. That's cool, Jim. I want to go metal detecting with you, actually. I want to do some adventures with Jim as a premier metal detector, man. This guy found World War II German soldier internment camps, all kinds of shit. Be in Florida, yep. I'll give you $10 if you yell, "Put the fucking lotion in the basket out your window." I don't know, Scummer Boy. Yeah, gonna be big plans for Florida. Is gonna be in the winter time. Yeah, Graceland's cool. I'm gonna be everywhere down there, but I want to do the non-traditional, right? I want to push my way into the exhibits that aren't open to the general public, like the after hours hanging out with the Elvis people. Like, can I romp around in Elvis's bed? You ain't nothing but a hound dog, honey. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Oh, there you go, Mikey. How you doing? Marble boobs. Yeah, Kentucky is beautiful. Lexington, Frankfurt, Louisville, right across from Cincinnati. I love that area down there. I love it. My family's from Kentucky, Harlan County, Kentucky, and Ashland, North Carolina. My family's from hell, and the hell I ended up in Tennessee. Scummer Boy's like, oh my God, I had to hit like for that. All boobs are beautiful. I like that. I just love Kentucky. I'm a lady of the South. I love Virginia. I love Carolina. I love West Virginia. Man, wait till I take you guys into West Virginia, Harper's Ferry, and some of these places. Holy smokes. Cumberland, Maryland. Lots of cool shit. Lots of cool shit. Kentucky's very beautiful. Yeah, Harlan County, Kentucky is where my family's out of. Yeah. Harlan County, Kentucky, and Asheville, North Carolina. My great grandmother was one of the premier moonshiners in Asheville, North Carolina for decades. I wouldn't be surprised if she knew Popcorn Sutton over in Maggie Valley over there. She was that well known. She was one of the biggest moonshiners down there in western North Carolina, right up button against the up in the Smokies there. Everybody knew everywhere. Dallas is beautiful too. Wow, the historic Ambassador Hotel burned down today. Damn. Love Dallas. A lot of history down there too. You know. Stranded Boone County, waiting for Rosie to pass through. I'll be passing through, Jim. I'll be buying you and your beautiful bride some dinner down there. We'll be kicking it up. That's why I can't wait to get on the road. We gamble by Harper's Ferry. It's just beautiful. You look down on the mountain, looking down in Harper's Ferry. Two rivers come together, and there's Harper's Ferry. You got Maryland, West Virginia, and I reckon it's Pennsylvania. It all come together at that. It's absolutely stunning in that area. Stunning. Oh, Copperhead Road. That's cool. Lake Park. That's the thing, Quinny. I take my time breaking into trips so that I can spend some time with Missy Jenn too and take care of stuff that needs to be tended to here on the Rancho. Our trip coming up to the Midwest is probably going to be about 4 weeks or so. And then the next trip is going to be down south, down the coast to LA and San Diego and down there just in time for perfect beach time down there. We'll be bumming around and vanning it down there. Any suggestions to where to stay in Colorado? I can tell you I want to go to Glenwood Springs and float my fat titties in hot springs there. I'd like to go back again to Vail, Colorado, through there, and Denver. Those are all cool places. You want to go to Georgetown, they got the elevated railroad. Leadville, Colorado is pretty cool. Grand Junction's big time retirement place on the western side of the Rockies there. Woodland Park is the highest point in Colorado. Yeah, I mean, I've been to Leadville where they have the highest elevation Mormon, not Mormon, the Masons Lodge in the United States up there. Boulder Pikes Peak is really cool. You can see where America the Beautiful was written. You can see into Kansas, actually. Steamboat Springs, all that. Yeah. Did a consulting assignment there. That's cool, Goldie. Goldie, you've been around, man. I'm getting the idea. Good night, Holly. Goldie, I'm getting the idea. You've been around a lot. Goldie Con, you've been around a lot. You've done a lot. Pikes Peak is beautiful. You go out driving I-70 and you're in Colorado. This place called Colorado. And they have this high tower there on the right side of I-70 going west. And it's a high lookout tower. And its claim to fame is that you can see Pikes Peak 70 miles away on a clear day. It's pretty damn cool. How many times have I stayed in Limon, Colorado? Limon, where it branches off for Colorado Springs, which is another beautiful place to stay, Colorado Springs, the Broadmoor. I've never been to Mount Rushmore, Sonia. Skyline Drive is beautiful. I'm a Patsy Cline, my favorite country western woman singer of all time. I-70 west of Denver is amazing. Popcorn Sutton. That's what I'm saying, Andrea. I know my great-grandmother knew Popcorn Sutton in Maggie Valley. A canyon road into Cripple Creek. There's some terrifying roads up through there. You go up to Cripple Creek, Canyon City in southern Colorado. Yeah. You have Trinity. I wouldn't mind going down to Trinity too, because that's the place, like, used to be the transgender capital where Dr. Marcy Bowers perfected a lot of the trans surgeries there, the gender reassignment surgeries. Of course, she moved into my doctor's office, and she used to call me from across the hall when I would leave my doctor's office. Rosie, when are we going to... Never. I've never been to the Grand Canyon. No, Manitou Springs is amazing, Gina, down there. Isn't that all the artists calling? And Garden of the Gods? Yeah. Andrew, you go back and look at my recipe. I've done a video called From Grains to Glass, which is the definitive moonshining video. Yeah, she used to sit in her office there. Yeah, the Air Force Academy is there too. All right, guys. Well, it's been a lot of fun tonight. I'm going to go ahead and close it down. I got to get up early. I got to repair a well leak. I got a sink that's backed up, and then I'm pretty much clear. Got some stuff to do to start getting ready for Terror to come. I was going to be down at Point Reyes Station tonight, but I figured I better get shit done here. So I want to thank you guys. Gina, it's nice to see you back in the chats. I sure as hell missed you over time. I hope you're doing okay, honey, and feeling good, feeling strong. So I want to thank you guys for being along. If you could hit the thumbs up button on the way out, I would sure appreciate it. We get to even the score. Bam, take that. Jim, nice to see you. Can't wait to see you in Red on my adventures. Can't wait to treat you guys to some real fun. Thank you, Mallory, for being along tonight. Always an honor to see you on the chats. Thank you, Blinky. God bless you. I hope you're feeling good, honey. I think about you, Jen, and I think about you often. We're always thrilled to see you on the chat. Debbie, all right, nice to see you. I will see you in a few weeks, honey. So get ready for our itinerary up there. Go visit what some people consider the worst U.S. president, but I consider one of the greatest. Herbert Hoover Library there in West Branch, Iowa. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful... I will be in New York, baby. Mwah.